Ho, 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 dear cycling friends, I guess I'll have to step in. Welcome to the Christmas edition of the Werkstour. Our incomparable Cadencia has probably already gone on its Christmas vacation. Today, we take a look at Zwift and Indivelo, where there have been minor but crispy updates. Then the Rafa 500 Festa Challenge is just around the corner with its very own magic. Not forgetting the WattFabrik No Series race. This is about more than just cookies and punch. And last but not least, the grand finale of the Zwift Racing League in Dirt, we look at the final results of our WattFabrik teams. Who was good and who gets the cash? We'll find out. So grab your mugs of hot cocoa, Merry Christmas, and let's go. This year, as in the past, Zwift is teaming up with Rafa to host an event that challenges cyclists to complete 500 kilometers between the 24th and 31st of December. Whether out in the wintry cold or cozy at home on the trainer, all kilometers count as long as they are uploaded to Strava. Zwift offers special events led by robo-pacers to spur participants on. These events take place every 2 hours and offer 5 different categories, each led by a pace partner. The reward for taking part in one of the official Zwift Festive 500 rides is the Rafa Festive 500 2023 kit, which is the same as Rafa's real-life kit. And don't forget, our WattFabrik 500 ride will take place on the 26th of December. We will ride the 500 kilometers together, with breaks after every 100 kilometers. It would be great to get as large a group together as possible. The start is at 7 in the morning. And anyone who has to go to Christmas lunch at noon is of course welcome to get off earlier. Let's pedal together and enjoy a festive ride. Happy news from the workshop of Indivelo, the free alternative to the popular Zwift. You are now able to create a detailed profile of the hardware cyclists are using. This means that uncalibrated or even manipulated trainers can be detected more quickly. This innovative move by Indivelo is like a gift to the world of cycling. They seem hell-bent on climbing to the top of the fir tree in terms of integrity and accuracy of performance data. A development that will certainly make racing in general fairer. Zwift also rolled out an update on Tuesday. The new version 1.55 includes bug fixes. For users who also have a Wahoo account, there is an additional surprise. They can now see whether their account is connected and whether their activity data is being transferred to Wahoo. There is also a change in the competitions. The time measurement now shows the elapsed time from the start of the competition, no longer from the crossing of the start line. And to complete the Christmas atmosphere, Watopia is already festively decorated. If you want to wear the Christmas jersey, you can find it in the garage by selecting the dark gray Zwift standard jersey. Finally, a sad announcement for all users of today's plan. They have announced their closure for early next year. The Australian company was used by many Tour de France teams and outstanding athletes. Users have until March 12, 2024 to export their data as access will end after that. Refunds will be offered for those who have an annual subscription. This closure leaves a void that will likely be filled by other major training platforms such as Training Peaks, Final Surge, ZRG, and others. Yesterday at the WattFabrik Points race on the Coast Crusher, a wonderfully flat 3 and 40 kilometer course, it was pure action. With no fewer than 8 sprints, it was a real feast for the sprinters among us.
Mal gucken, was jetzt raushaut. Wir sind jetzt direkt beim nächsten Sprint und es ist auch wieder einer weggefahren vorne. Der wird den wahrscheinlich auch gewinnen. Oh, der Bastian fährt jetzt aber super an allen vorbei und jetzt müsste er auch einen raushauen. Komm, Bastian, gib alles. 3 Wattfabrikanten. Perionen, oh, das sieht klasse aus hier mit 4 Wattfabrikanten. Super, klasse. Und ein Applaus.
In the B category, Tom Hageman from Team WattFabrik showed everyone what he's made of and took the day's victory. He was closely followed by Jean-Pierre Jonin, also an ace from Team WattFabrik, who secured second place. Noah Wilcox from Team EXN fought his way through bravely and took third place. Team WattFabrik also took victory in the category C. Andreas Jasmin made it to the top, ahead of Udo Hartling from Team ZRG. Our WattFabrik hero Roman Idil Helfer completed the podium with a strong third place. And now cheers to the power women of Team WattFabrik. Despite a flat, spread-heavy course, which is rather a disadvantage for lightweight riders, Janine Schumann and Katharina Lessman gave it their all. Jenny made it to 10th place and Katharina to 13th, simply great. In category D, Julie Clark from Team Art showed that she has what it takes to win by snatching first place, just ahead of Carlos Fernandez. And because it was so nice, the race will take place on the same course again next week. We will then report on the results in our next show. The second round of the ZRL winter season has closed its doors with a festive jingle. Here are the results, wrapped up in Christmas flair. A true winter wonderland of speed. The Star Watts, our shining stars in the cycling firmament, surprised everyone with an excellent fourth place, both in the time trial and the overall standings. Watts My Love, as elegant and nimble as skaters on ice, put in their best performance of the year. Thanks to Pristine's Christmas lead, they finished in a proud 5th place overall. Team Spirit that warms like a log fire. Kiss My Back Wheels secured 3rd place in the time trial and 4th in the overall standings. Can you hear the sleigh bells ring? And now to the men. There were plenty of presents here too. The Watt Lutcher, despite only having 4 riders due to illness, fought bravely like Christmas heroes and finished 6th in the time trial and 4th overall. TCCX was a real thriller. Christian Gruber and Norman Korf were alone at first. 6th place was in danger, and they were in danger of dropping to 10th place. But then, as if from a script, Rolf Travato, Martin Kempinger, and Rene Binnig appeared. Let's say a big thank you for this last-minute rescue mission. With this brand new lineup, they actually managed to snatch an almost surprising 7th place. They secured 6th place overall and showed that anything really is possible in cycling. The Wattletics, with the grace of angels on ice, came 4th in the time trial and 5th in the final classification. The Watt Sheep, nimble and happy as Christmas elves, came 5th in the race and 6th overall. That's it for the second round, and don't forget, the third round of the ZRL starts on January 23rd in the new year. At the dirt finale, the riders had to prepare for a double stage. A short but intense points race followed by a tough individual time trial. Every calorie and every drop of sweat was counted. Our Team Platinum put in an impressive performance. In the race, they raced to 5th place. Chapeau! In the time trial, however, despite the active support of Birgit Die Rakic Schluckbier, they had to settle for 9th place. In the end, this earned them a solid 7th place in the overall standings. The Sapphire team provided some real drama on the tarmac. With a breathtaking performance in the race, they took 2nd place and, drum roll, a victory in the individual time trial. The excitement was palpable as they took a sensational 2nd place in the final standings, just a tiny point behind Dirty Beasts Dragons and a touch ahead of ZR Scott. And with that, we roll to the end of today's edition of the WattFabrik Werkstour. I hope you had as much fun as I did, but don't worry, next week our Cadencia will be back from her Christmas break. Before we say goodbye, I would like to send you a festive greeting. We wish you all a wonderful, reflective Christmas. May it bring you joy, health, and of course, many beautiful new cycling gifts. And last but not least, to all the brave participants in the Rafa 500 ride, we're keeping our fingers crossed for you. May your legs be strong, your bikes fast, and your motivation unwavering. Rock the course and then tell us how it went. Merry Christmas and see you next week here at the WattFabrik Werkstour. Bye-bye.